Today, the human race faces the biggest challenges that it's ever had to face in the past. It is in a situation where culture is changing more radically and faster than ever before, and this leaves individuals often in a very unsatisfactory and insecure state. A characteristic of the fundamentalist mind is it's built a barrier around itself, which prevents any entry. And that barrier gives them a sense of security. They know the absolute truth, and they're not going to allow themselves to become insecure by acknowledging something which is in conflict. And so fundamentalists suffer from stunted intellectual growth. Fundamentalism is one of the great enemies of the human future. Fundamentalism is attempting to take us back to a past to which we cannot return, and is often fighting against the very things we have to do to make a viable future. So in that sense, fundamentalism, whether Christian or Jewish or Muslim or Hindu, is an enemy of our human future. I think all fundamentalisms as such are equally bad, but one would have to concede that Muslim fundamentalism looks more serious simply because it includes in it the belief that to die in defense of it enables the suicide bombers to play a very devastating role in society. Christian fundamentalists don't develop in that particular way, but in other respects, they're both equally serious. Christian fundamentalism has no concern about conservation because tying itself to the traditional view that the human destiny is in another world than this, they are not really concerned about what happens to this world. That's why some of the fundamentalists in the United States of America, for example, wanted to open up all the reserves to the developers because they might as well be used to make money rather than holding them for some future use. What holds fundamentalism and these other movements in common is the fact that we are in a situation, a world situation, which is very fluid, in which competitive movements are coming into conflict with one another in a way that one fears may well lead to some sort of unbelievable global conflict in the end. And I find that thought very distressing, but have to take it into account as a real possibility, that the human race, having expanded, is dominating the earth to such an extent that the only way in which it will deal with the matter is to explode and self-destruct. So it's not surprising that in each of the cultural traditions there is a strong resistance to change and a desire to go back to the past. And this is what we know as the phenomenon of fundamentalism. And so there's going to be, for the immediate future, a clash between the fundamentalisms and those who have left behind the traditions of the past and are feeling their way forward into the formation of some kind of global future which will be for the benefit of humankind.